Hey, it's Tony talking car biz. Check it out. This is my interior review on this 2025. This is your 2025 Toyota Camry XLE edition. This one's available for sale here at Smart Toyota in Madison, Wisconsin. Video number 2 or 1, depending on which one you found first. But this is the second of 2 videos. I did an exterior overview on this car. Watch for a link at the end of this video. But in today's video, I'm going to walk around and jump inside and give you an overview on the interior features on the 2025 Camry XLE premium package. Let's get started. So let's take a quick look at the driver's door before we grab a seat. So the driver's door is mostly black. It is patterned on the upper and on the armrest. And then this part here is kind of a light gray. It's sort of a quilted finish, soft fabric. It's not for everybody, but it does feel very luxurious compared to just a vinyl panel. Charcoal gray door handle here running into the charcoal gray strip as well. One touch up and down on all 4 windows down here. Power mirrors, XLE premium with the memory driver seat and outside mirrors, and also remembers your radio station settings for up to 2 different drivers. There's a pocket here in the door, a speaker down in the door that you can put a bottle right there if you'd like. And then there's a puddle light down here on the door as well. Now this one also has the aluminum thresholds here, and these are backlit, so at night it actually lights up and reads Camry on the thresholds, and that's all 4 doors. Now the seats on here, just a really unique style. I like to show the seat off because this is the lighter Soft-Tech fabric. You can see that they are perforated, they're ventilated, they're heated, they're very comfortable. A little bit more of that fabric suede here along the side, and then we have a height adjustable headrest with height adjustable seat belts here as well. So super comfortable, more like a bucket seat. And then the XLE does have dual power seats. So you've got a power recliner here, power lumbar support. It's 2-way in and out. It doesn't go up and down, but you do have dual power seats as well. Now, if we turn our attention over here to the dashboard, you can see it's got that fabric up here as well, like we saw in the door. Charcoal gray trim here, 4 vents across the front, left, right, up and down, on and off. And then there's a variety of switches down here, automatic high beams, traction control on and off, dimmer switch for your dash lights, 360 view camera on and off, trunk release, and your gas door release is going to be right there. And then down here, your hood release, brake and accelerator right where you'd expect them, with a footrest as well. And then the steering wheel is a tilt telescoping steering wheel, kind of that vice style, so set it and forget it kind of setup. Let's go ahead and grab a seat. Here behind the wheel of the Camry XLE, there are a lot of features and a lot of technology in this one. So let's get started. First of all, we've got a leather wrap steering wheel, and this is a heated steering wheel. The controls for that are over here on the instrument or on the dashboard. But electric steering on the Camry now. Leather wrap steering wheel, very comfortable with that heated design. The interesting thing is the Toyota logo is, again, a different color than what we saw on the hood. The hood was a satin silver. This is more of a gray logo. And then the one on the back was chrome. So I think that's interesting that they switched, or they kind of mixed it up. Maybe they just weren't thinking about it all that much, but I noticed it. All Camrys, all Toyotas have fingertip controls on this side. These are going to control your cruise control for the most part. Dynamic radar cruise control. You have lane tracing assist, and then this has traffic jam assist as well. And then that's going to be right here where you're going to be able to, it's going to keep an eye on you to make sure you're keeping an eye on the road. Of course, there is a driver's side airbag, and they just keep getting smaller and smaller underneath these underneath the horn here. On this side, we've got our Bluetooth connectivity for our smartphone. We can use voice activation. We can change, raise and lower the volume on the sound system. And then there's also controls here for the information center. So your fuel calculator and all of that is up here as well. And then you can also do some personalization. We'll dive into that in just a moment. Up here, we've got our wiper controls. We have intermittent wipers. We also have automatic windshield wipers. So they're kind of those rain sense windshield wipers, part of that premium package. Over on this side, we've got our headlight controls with auto on and off. The Camry also has automatic high beams as well. So again, a lot of safety and technology going on inside the Camry. Now, as far as your instrument cluster, Toyota's went with a full electronic or digital, if you will, instrument cluster on the Camry, as well as the full touchscreen for your sound system. So this is a 12.3-inch instrument cluster up here. And you can see on the left side is where we find our eco and our power, so our power management for our hybrid system. And then you've got your speedometer, your trip meter, all on that side, fuel gauge. And then in the middle, there's a digital speedometer. And using the controls here on the steering wheel, a person can toggle through these to set up their own personalization. So whatever you like best, you can control that right here on the steering wheel using the fingertip control. So lots of different options there. Now this is the premium package, premium plus package. Don't know if you can see it, but it has heads up. I can actually see the speed being displayed up here in the windshield. There's a projector down here in the dashboard that puts the speed up there, puts the outside temperature, puts roadside assistance. So if you're driving, it'll display the speed limit up there, or yield signs or stop signs, those types of things. Now, part of the JBL audio system is an upgrade to 9 speakers. So there's some additional speakers up here in the dashboard, or in the A-pillars. And then there's also a subwoofer back on the back deck there. We'll take a look at that when we get into the trunk area. Now you'll see the instrument, or the sound system, kind of wraps into the dashboard. So this is an all-new dashboard effect. And this is a 12.3-inch touchscreen. There's only one switch, and that's the volume and the on and off switch. Let me go ahead and turn that on. Otherwise, Toyota's developed it out so that everything is pretty much going to give you that fingertip capabilities. You hear that beeping? Really odd, but the Camry actually, when you move the driver's seat forward and backwards, does it on the crown as well. It beeps, kind of like a commercial truck backing up or something. I don't know about you, but I find Toyotas have a lot of beeping and a lot of buzzing and bells and whistles. Obviously, they're there for safety purposes, but it just seems like it's never ending when it comes to that. I'm going to pull up here a little bit. I want to see if I can get the sun off the dashboard so y'all can see it a little bit better. So on that touch screen, cancel out of there, cancel out of here. We're going to head over and take a look at your music capabilities, or the sound capabilities. So you do have AM and FM. You have Sirius satellite radio on here, Apple CarPlay wireless, Alexa, and what's the other one? Shoot, I'm forgetting it. Well, you'll remember it. But so you've got all those capabilities on here. It also has Wi-Fi connect, so that you can connect to the internet via your sound system. You can also connect your phones to the system as well. It's a pretty darn good system. And of course, it does have the backup camera. I mentioned before that we have the 360 view, so you can actually see overhead on the vehicle. You can change your perspective for that. It does have dynamic grid lines as well. So as you back up, it tells you your direction. And all of that can be turned on and off down here. Way down here, I can turn that on and off. So again, you can personalize it really pretty well. I encourage you to stop by the dealership and give the sound system a look and a listen. I just can't play it on my video, otherwise YouTube will give me a strike for copyrights. As we head down to the controllers here, we've got heated driver's seat. Let me see if I can turn that on. So 3 temperature. We've got a ventilated driver's seat. Right? Go back to auto. We also have passenger side ventilated, passenger side heated seats on here. And then, of course, it's all automatic temperature control. So you can set that up for whatever you like. Push button starts here. There's 2 more vents down here. And then I mentioned earlier, there's another one right up there on the dashboard. Take a look at what's going on down in this area. So we'll get this out of the way here. There's 2 USB-Cs, a USB-A, and then wireless charging right there. So you can just drop your smartphone right on there and it will go ahead and charge up for you. A couple cup holders here, a little storage compartment. And then you've got a leather-wrapped shifter And down here, there's controls for your eco, normal, and sport. And EV modes right here, and then your parking brake holds and parking brake hold and parking brake is right there. This is all gloss black trim. Toyota's still liking that a lot on here. It does look nice. The only challenge I have with it is it picks up your fingerprints quite a bit. I do like the way they wrap this passenger compartment around the center console, and then this is that quilted fabric that we saw over on the doors as well. Take a look here at our armrest. It's a nice wide armrest. Definitely can get two arms on here, especially if they're skinny ones like mine. Underneath here, a lot of nice storage. You can see there is a 12-volt outlet here as well, but it's quite deep, so you can store a lot in there. There's no lock on here, though, so you can't lock it. And then it has kind of like a vinyl covering on the top of it. Quick look at the passenger seat. Same features we basically saw over on the driver's side. There's a passenger assist handle here. We've got a lighted vanity mirror, and then we have visors that extend out like so. Oh, on our glove box, that's going to be way down here. This is not a locking glove box, but it is a nice size, and you can see inside there we've got the owner's manuals. So make sure if you buy one of these, you get your owner's manuals. Also, we have a side curtain airbag right there, and we also have forward-facing airbags as well. And then the airbags for the seats are actually built into the side, so as the seat moves forward, the airbag actually moves with you to keep it in the right position. So on the passenger side, there's 3 airbags: dash airbag, curtain airbag, seat airbag. If you get in an accident, you're basically in for a pillow fight, if you will. Overhead up here, we've got our overhead lighting with LEDs. We've got our controls for the panel roof. There's a visor control right here. So if we push that, this is going to go back, and I can stop it anywhere in between, or I can have it all the way open, and then I could close it. Also, there's a switch up here for the power moonroof. That really brings a lot of nice light inside the vehicle, especially with this light colored interior. I like it a lot. I like to have that panel roof. And personally, I like the lighter interior. Some people don't, because they say it shows the dirt more. And I guess you're right, but either way, your car's dirty inside, whether it's dark or light, it's still dirty. There's a emergency relief SOS button here, safety connect. So if you need help out on the road, roadside assistance, Toyota will provide that assistance. Just push that button. The rear view mirror does have 3 switches underneath. Those are for your home link, so you can set up your garage door. And then it's also an automatic dimming rear view mirror. So it's not their top of the line mirror on the XLE, but it is a very good mirror with the automatic dimming and the garage door openers built right in. So that's a quick look up front here at the driver's seat. Let's go ahead and jump in the back seat. Here's a look up front from the back seat. You see there's a lot of room up front, and then of course I do have the panel roof open, so it brings a tremendous amount of lighting in here, which is really good for recording videos. Here in the back seat, there's pockets on the backs of both seats. There are some vents down here, heating vents, no temperature controls. And then way down here, there's a USB-A and a USB-C charging point, place to plug your devices in. Overhead, there's some lights here, LED lights. We've got, of course, 3 seat belts back here with child safety anchors down in the seats. There's a bottle holder in the doors down there. Otherwise, everything else is pretty similar. There's a passenger assist grip with a coat hook. I've got this armrest down here, so you can fold that down. It gives you 2 cup holders. If you bring it back up, then you can position a third or seat a third person back here. The amount of legroom is actually pretty good. I've got this Camry, this driver's seat. I've positioned it all the way back, and you can see I still have about 3 to 4 inches of knee room. I'm not really tall. I'm 5'7", so I think you could comfortably put an adult behind the driver pretty easily and go the distance if you needed to. But Overall, it is a 5-passenger sedan, so it does have a lot of room and plenty of headroom, even without even with that panel roof up top. But very comfortable. The light colored interior with the panel roof just really brightens it up inside here. Let's go ahead and jump in the trunk and take a look. So the trunk on the Camry is nice in a couple of ways from the opening. Notice that the trunk lid, when it comes up, kind of egresses back toward the car, so you're less likely to hit your head on that getting in and out of the trunk loading stuff. Also, it's a lined deck lid, so it helps keep down the road noise. There's an emergency release handle here, which is glow in the dark, so if somebody gets stuck in the trunk, they can let themselves out. This one's been upgraded with the trunk sill plates, so these aluminum sill plates here and here, and then there's a protectant over the bumper here to prevent scratches that reads Camry. Hopefully you can see that in the video there. It's a $345 upgrade. Looks pretty nice and adds a little bit of durability to it. But you do have that low lift over height, so it makes it easy to load and unload cargo as well. It's a fully lined trunk, including the side walls, of course the bottom. The back seats fold down. You can see we've got 60%. You can fold down 100% if you want. There's that subwoofer up there that's part of the JBL audio system, the upgrade on the Premium Plus package. Underneath here is where we're going to find our spare tire. So it's wrapped in this high-density foam with your toolkit as well. This is going to be a temporary spare tire. And then I think there's room underneath there for emergency equipment like jumper cables, first aid kits, and maybe a blanket for the winter time in case you get stuck. Also, the battery, the 12-volt battery is going to be right here. So they kind of moved it to the back right here. So the great part about it being back here is you can jump start the car either from the rear of the car or under the hood. So that's a nice feature. If your car needs a jump and you're parked in your garage, you can always have somebody jump you from the back as well. There's also a place right here to hang the cargo net. So it's a nice big trunk with a nice flat floor here, and it's going to make it really easy to load and unload cargo. So there you go. That's a quick look at the interior on this 2025 Camry XLE. Gorgeous car. Windshield pearl is the color. This one, I believe, has a sticker price of about $42K. Really great car. Hey, if you didn't catch the exterior overview, that's a separate video. There'll be a link at the end of this video. Go ahead and watch that. Hey, if you like the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know that too. This is Tony talking car biz. Thanks for watching.